Mia lived in a small village nestled between rolling hills. The village was a picturesque place where every morning the sun would rise gently over the hills, casting a golden glow over the rooftops. The air was always filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers and the cheerful chirping of birds. It was a cozy place with flower boxes in every window. Each house had its own unique charm, with colourful shutters and neatly trimmed gardens. The villagers took great pride in their homes, often seen tending to their flowers and chatting with neighbours over white picket fences. Mia loved her village, but she longed for adventure. She would often sit by her window, gazing at the distant hills and imagining the wonders that lay beyond them. Her heart yearned for the thrill of discovering new places and meeting new friends. Her loyal dog, Benny, was always by her side, his tail wagging excitedly at the mere mention of an adventure. Benny was a golden retriever, with a heart as big as his appetite for fun. He had a knack for sensing Mia's moods and would nudge her gently with his nose whenever she seemed lost in her thoughts.
One bright sunny morning, I decided to explore the woods beyond the meadow. The sky was a brilliant blue, and the air was crisp and refreshing. It felt like the perfect day for an adventure.
The woods seemed to whisper secrets in the wind. The trees swayed gently, their leaves rustling like a soft melody. It was as if the forest was alive, beckoning Mia and Benny to uncover its mysteries. Benny barked excitedly, eager to uncover those secrets. His ears perked up and his nose twitched as he sniffed the air, picking up all sorts of intriguing scents. He bounded ahead, his enthusiasm infectious. With a skip in her step, Mia, followed by Benny, ventured into the woods. She felt a surge of excitement as they crossed the threshold into the forest, the familiar village fading behind them. They followed a winding path, sunlight dappling through the leaves. The path twisted and turned, leading them deeper into the heart of the forest. The sunlight created a beautiful mosaic on the forest floor, making everything look magical. Benny chased butterflies, while Mia hummed a happy tune. The butterflies fluttered around them, adding to the enchantment of the moment. Mia's heart felt light, and she couldn't help but smile as she watched Benny's playful antics. Little did they know, a magical adventure awaited them. As they ventured further, the forest began to change. The trees grew taller, and the air seemed to shimmer with a mysterious energy. Mia and Benny could sense that something extraordinary was about to happen, and they were ready to embrace whatever came their way. The path led them deeper and deeper into the woods. Each step they took seemed to echo in the silence, the only sound accompanying them being the rustling of leaves underfoot. The deeper they ventured, the more the forest seemed to close in around them, creating an almost tunnel-like effect with the dense foliage. Trees grew taller, their branches intertwining to create a leafy canopy overhead. The sunlight barely pierced through, casting dappled shadows on the forest floor. It felt as if they had entered a different world, one where time stood still and nature reigned supreme. The air felt different here, filled with a strange and wonderful energy. It was as if the forest itself was alive, breathing and watching their every move. The atmosphere was thick with magic, and every breath they took seemed to fill them with a sense of wonder and anticipation.
Woof! Woof! Benny's excited barks echoed through the trees, breaking the spell of silence that had enveloped them.
Suddenly, Benny stopped, his ears perked up. His body was tense with excitement, and his nose twitched as he sniffed the air. He sniffed the air, then let out a happy bark. He had found something! His tail wagged furiously as he looked back at Mia, urging her to follow him.
"What is it, Benny?" Mia asked, her voice filled with curiosity and a hint of excitement. She had never seen Benny so animated before.
Mia followed his gaze and gasped. Her eyes widened in surprise as she saw what Benny had discovered. Hidden behind a curtain of ivy was a small path they hadn't noticed before. It was almost as if the forest had been hiding it, waiting for the right moment to reveal its secret. It shimmered faintly, as if inviting them to follow it. The path seemed to glow with a soft ethereal light, beckoning them to step forward and explore its mysteries. This path, Mia knew, was no ordinary path. It was filled with magic and wonder, promising adventures and discoveries beyond their wildest dreams. It was a magical path leading to a magical place, a place where anything was possible and where the ordinary world seemed a distant memory. With a deep breath, Mia took the first step onto the path, ready to embrace whatever lay ahead. Mia and Benny stepped onto the shimmering path. The world around them seemed to transform. Flowers bloomed in vibrant colors they had never seen before. Friendly squirrels chattered from the branches, their voices high and sweet. A gentle deer peeked at them from behind a tree, its eyes large and trusting.
The garden. Find the garden.
Then, just as quickly as it appeared, the deer vanished into the trees. A little further on, a wise old owl hooted softly from its perch.
The garden needs your help. Find the fairy. Flora.
The owl closed its eyes and fell silent, leaving Mia and Benny with a sense of urgency. The path led them to a clearing, bathed in golden sunlight. In the center stood the most beautiful garden Mia had ever seen. Flowers of every shape and size bloomed in a riot of color, their petals sparkling like jewels. And there, hovering among the flowers, was a tiny fairy with delicate wings. She had long flowing hair and a worried expression on her face. This was Flora, the fairy of the garden.
Oh, thank goodness you're here. My garden is in danger. A strange illness has befallen it, and I don't know what to do.
Mia and Benny rushed to Flora's side.
Looking around, Mia noticed that not all was well in the magical garden. Some of the flowers drooped sadly, their petals wilting and brown. A heavy sadness hung in the air.
What happened? Mia asked, her heart sinking at the sight of the wilting flowers.
Flora explained that a mischievous imp had stolen the sun petal, a magical flower that gave life and energy to the entire garden. Without the sun petal, the garden would eventually wither and die.
We have to get it back.
Mia exclaimed, determined to help Flora save her beloved garden.
Yes, but the imp is very clever. He has hidden the sun petal deep within the Whispering Woods.
Flora told them that the sun petal could be found in the Whispering Woods, but it wouldn't be easy. They had to solve 3 riddles, each leading them closer to the flower. Mia, Benny and Flora set off on their quest. They were determined to find the sun petal, no matter the challenges ahead. Their adventure had just begun. Their journey led them through sun-dappled paths and across babbling brooks. They encountered talking animals and mischievous sprites, each with their own unique stories and personalities. The forest seemed alive with magic, every leaf and stone whispering secrets of old. Each encounter presented a new challenge, testing their wits and bravery. The talking animals shared riddles and the sprites played tricks. But Mia and Benny were determined to press on. But Mia faced each obstacle with courage and kindness, her heart set on helping Flora. She knew that every challenge was a step closer to their goal. Her determination was unwavering, and her kindness touched the hearts of those they met along the way. Even the trickiest sprites couldn't help but admire her spirit. Along their way, they met Finley the fox, a creature known far and wide for his cunning tricks and love for riddles. His reputation preceded him, and Mia and Benny knew they had to be on their toes. Finley was known for his cunning tricks and love for riddles. His eyes twinkled with mischief as he approached them, a sly grin spreading across his face.
He agreed to help, but only if they could outsmart him in a game of riddles. Solve my riddles, he challenged, and I will guide you to the sun petal.
Mia, with Benny by her side, managed to solve all of Finley's tricky riddles. They put their heads together, thinking hard and working as a team. Each riddle was more challenging than the last, but their determination never wavered. Finley, impressed by their cleverness, pointed them in the right direction. "You have done well," he said, his voice filled with respect. "Few have managed to outsmart me."
The sun petal, he said, lies hidden in the heart of the Whispering Woods, a place where the trees themselves seem to speak in hushed tones. Listen carefully, he advised, for the forest will guide you if you are willing to hear. Guarded by the Whispering Falls, the sun petal is a rare and magical flower. Its beauty is unmatched, and its power is said to be beyond imagination. But beware, Finley warned, for the path is fraught with danger, and only the pure of heart can succeed.
Following Finley's directions, Mia and Benny finally reached the Whispering Falls. The waterfall cascaded down moss-covered rocks, its waters sparkling with an ethereal glow, and there, nestled among the rocks, was the sun petal. Its petals shimmered with a golden light, radiating warmth and life. But guarding it was the mischievous imp, his eyes glinting with mischief. He refused to give up the sun petal easily, but Mia, remembering the owl's words, knew exactly what to do. She spoke to the imp not with anger but with kindness, asking him to understand the harm he was causing. To her surprise, it worked. The imp, touched by her compassion, returned the sun petal. With the sun petal safely back in Flora's hands, the garden came alive once more. The wilted flowers perked up, their petals regaining their vibrant colours. The air buzzed with the happy sounds of birdsong and the gentle humming of bees.
You saved my garden. You are true friends of nature.
Flora, overjoyed, showered Mia and Benny with her thanks. As Mia and Benny made their way back home, Mia couldn't help but feel a profound connection to nature. She had discovered the magic that existed in the world around her, and she knew that she would always cherish and protect it.